History books lie. Here's the truth they hide. The story of humanity, we are taught, is carefully curated. A simplified tale designed for classrooms, with clear heroes and villains. But it is a story with pages torn out, volumes buried by dogma and convenience, anomalies that do not fit the established timeline, discoveries so profound they threaten to rewrite our past. What if beneath accepted history lies a hidden world, complex, interconnected, and ancient? Over the next 12 chapters, we count down the most significant secrets your textbooks ignore. Not wild speculation, but tangible evidence, receipts from the past institutions tried to explain away or hide. Prepare yourself. The journey begins now. History books lie. Here's the truth they hide. Egypt, Mesopotamia, the Indus Valley, distinct bubbles separated by oceans and wilderness. Yet a trail of artifacts tells of profound interconnection. Cocaine and nicotine traces found in Egyptian mummies, millennia before Columbus. A masterpiece of Indian craftsmanship buried in Roman Pompeii. Across North America, coins, inscriptions, and iconography that defy chronology. Taken together, they form a mosaic of a forgotten global network. And one artifact, found where it should never be, changes everything. More on that in a moment. We rarely consider the ground beneath our feet. What if a modern capital sits atop a far older metropolis? Stories of massive, precise stonework and illogical tunnels emerged for decades. Vitrified rock, stone melted into glass, deep below known settlement layers. Leaked photos and redacted memos painted a disturbing picture. Ground-penetrating radar revealed vast rectilinear structures underground. A secretive excavation was finally authorized. What they uncovered will shock you. We tell a story of steady progress. What if that is a comforting fiction? Across continents, a thin, dark layer marks a sudden interruption. Nanodiamonds, melted spherules, elevated platinum, all impact signatures. Around 12,800 years ago, a cataclysm plunged the world back into ice. Over 200 cultures recall floods, fire from the sky, a sun that vanished. Why does this remain fringe when the Earth and our oldest stories align? Perhaps we were shielded from our cyclical vulnerability. The evidence points to an extraordinary reset that shaped our world. In 1982, Russell Burroughs claimed he found a hidden cave system. Inside, thousands of carved stones, gold tablets, even a sarcophagus. Iconographies that should not be in ancient America, according to textbooks. Labeled a hoax, no large-scale investigation followed. Yet artifacts surfaced. Hebrew, hieroglyphs, Iberian-like scripts. Independent tests suggested antiquity for some items. Leaked correspondence warned the find threatened established chronologies. One artifact, said to be the key, remained only in a blurry photo. If verified, it would rewrite an entire chapter of American prehistory. At Dendera, reliefs resemble giant lamps with filaments and a power source. Deep tombs lack soot, suggesting smokeless light. Experimental replicas produce a strange purple glow. Serapeum boxes, multi-ton granite, machined-level precision. Diorite bowls carved to perfection, beyond crude pounding. Microscopy suggests high-speed cutting, not chipping or grinding. A core hole implies a feed rate hundreds of times faster than modern diamond drills. Either our ancestors had advanced tools, or our timeline underestimates what they could do. Some rulers were not only defeated, they were erased. Official king lists skip a name, creating chronological knots. Private letters speak of a heretic king, sweeping reforms, a new desert capital, a threat to priestly power. A coordinated effort not just to overthrow, but to obliterate memory. What philosophy, what knowledge provoked such posthumous fury? A single tablet, hidden beneath a commoner's floor, reveals the revolution's nature. A truth still capable of reshaping how we see the ancient world. Some ghosts were erased because they challenged the script itself. A war without headlines or declarations. Advisors deployed, weapons airdropped, secret stations raised. An elderly operative recalls midnight raids on villages not found on any map. Opponents wore no insignia, spoke unidentifiable tongues, wielded advanced tech. The prize, control of resources, ideologies, and the course of progress. A top-secret memorandum outlines an audacious objective that reframes the Cold War. Nations rose or fell, without the public ever knowing the true war. History remembers battles, it forgets shadows. A map is a picture of knowledge, drawn in 1513 with striking coastal accuracy. It appears to depict an Antarctic-like coastline, ice-free. Features match terrain hidden beneath miles of ice. Piri Reis compiled over 20 source maps, some tracing to Alexander, others older still. A projection formalized centuries later appears embedded here. Does this preserve knowledge from a lost seafaring civilization? The legendary chart of the ancient sea kings may have survived, hidden in plain sight. We trust time as constant, our bedrock of history. Some argue nearly 3 centuries were fabricated, sparse evidence, followed by, overnight, architectural leaps. In 1582, 10 days were erased by decree. Timekeeping bows to authority. Radiocarbon relies on variable atmospheres and calibrated assumptions. If days can be deleted, what else can be added or shifted? Hidden in discrepancies is a single date that could tear the book apart, and it links to a world older than we dare to place on our charts. Every people has an origin story, taught, carved, celebrated. Victors manufacture origins to legitimize power. Conquerors caricature predecessors while borrowing their genius. Timelines altered, gods and kings replaced, genealogies forged. When origins are forged, true histories are murdered, and peoples severed from roots. Under layers, older truths still whisper. What original story was so dangerous it had to be buried? And what would it change if we read it now? Global trade before history admits it. Chemistry reveals origins that records deny. Flax isotopes point far beyond the Nile. Bronze Age tin traced from Europe to ancient China. Cocaine in mummies. Roman beads in Japan. Australian pollen in Egypt. Each anomaly is a node in a vibrant ancient marketplace. Not islands of culture, but a single interconnected world. We are only now hearing its commerce echo across time. Each clue a thread, each site a stitch. Megaliths share techniques and astronomical precision worldwide. Mathematical constants and knowledge of precession recur. Evidence points to a technologically sophisticated maritime civilization in deep antiquity. Sea levels rose, their cities drowned, their legacy scattered. What we call civilization's dawn was a rebirth by those who remembered giants. Atlantis, flood myths, distorted echoes of a real, lost world. Our history does not begin where we are told. It begins with what was made to be forgotten. The past is not a closed book. It is a living mystery, still revealing itself. The clues are all around us, waiting for courage. Piece them together, speak their truth. In seeking hidden truths, we reclaim our legacy and place in the cosmic timeline. Subscribe for more uncovered truths and turn on notifications. The past is calling. Have the courage to answer. The real work has just begun. We will be your guide.